Good evening or good afternoon, everyone. Right now it's really warm right now in Northern California. It is 5:04 p.m. So this video is pretty straightforward. I've been putting off this product for a while. So what I'm going to be going over is the Mario Badescu. I think that's how you say the person's name. Mario Badescu, or whatever, how you want to call it. This is the anti-aging skincare kit that I will be going over. And if you guys are totally into seeing what is going to be gone over, whatever the products that are in here, then stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back once again, you guys. If you guys are brand new to my channel, welcome. I always refer everyone as my little green birds, because if you think about it, birds of a feather flock together. So that's kind of like the reason why. If you are just a returning guest and everything, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button for my YouTube channel, and also don't forget to turn on the notification. Okay, so we're just gonna dive right into this. So this is like a 5-step system, okay? And also I got another, what is this? This is a facial spray, basically. So I have 6 items that I will be going over and everything, and I think this video is gonna fly by really quickly. This is not gonna be very long, so it's pretty straightforward. They tell you what to use on here, so it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 5, and then of course this would be considered 6 because hydrosol, facial toners, and sprays like that, facial sprays, I would definitely use last. So yeah, oh my god, today's weather is really weird. It was like, I don't know why, it just started getting really warm right off the bat recently. Okay, so I'm opening this for the first time. I haven't used anything before. So yeah. Let's put this back inside. So this is what everything looks like inside the little unicorn holding case thing, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to start off with the glycolic foaming cleanser. So this comes in 2 fluid ounces. I have my bowl of water, of course. Trying to get a lot of videos out of the way before I go on vacation. God, this water is like a little too warm. Let's see if this has a seal. No, it doesn't. Oh. I like the scent of that. So it's just a regular clear gel cleanser. Okay. I'm just looking at the back of this. So one of the things that was interesting about this product is that one of my favorite Instagram influencers uses this product. It really caught my attention when I saw it on her channel. She's definitely more along the lines of special effects makeup artist and everything. She goes by the wigs and makeup manager, whatever the name that she chose, which I think is just really long, but yeah, her stuff is so amazing. And I saw her using some of the products and I was like, ooh, she's using something that I'm interested in. So let's figure it all out. So the scent of the product, it just smells pretty clean. It says it's good for all skin types and all, but that's very universal. I do feel a slight tingling sensation because a few days ago I cut myself and whatnot. Well, nicked myself while I was shaving my face on camera and everything, but turned into a small little cut right here. I don't know if you'll really be able to see it. This says it's like foaming, but I'm not trying to do too much, as I definitely do feel it because this is a glycolic, which is a form of acid. It's just like a slight tingling sensation. So I guess what I'm saying right now is if you nicked yourself or something like that recently or whatever, you are gonna feel slight tingling sensation possibly, but like I said before in many of my videos, everyone's skin type is definitely very different from one another. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to step away and get a hot towel. Okay, so I got a hot towel. I'm going to wipe off all of this facial cleanser. My skin feels warm. Okay. Feels like it definitely degreased my face, but it feels a little tacky. So right now, next step is the glycolic acid toner. Skin types C and D. I don't understand what that means with them. It says like, oh, skin types dry. I'm assuming what the C and the D stand for is like combination or dry skin. It says right there. And it's a really interesting little blue tinted color. I have no idea what this is supposed to smell like. It doesn't smell like anything. Let's see. It smells like a very basic toner. Very basic. Let's just see if there's any alcohol in this. Refresh, exfoliate, help soften the skin. Because we all know that's what toners are all about. They're all about exfoliating the skin. Let's see if there's alcohol in it. There is glycolic acid, citric acid, grapefruit acid, hydrogenated castor oil, fragrance, sodium chloride. So even though they're cruelty-free, there is parabens in it. So they have propyl paraben and I think it's called methyl paraben, whatever in the world that is. So basically, there's parabens in it, meaning that there's absorbable plastic. So that is not cute. I'm assuming that this also has it in here and all, because yeah, was not paying attention to that. So that's a major no for me, typically. So the reason why I usually stay away from anything that has parabens in it, because like I just said, it is absorbable plastic. Okay? No one wants absorbable plastic because a lot of cancer from this shit. But, you know, sometimes there's just a lot of stuff that you just can't avoid. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not a big fan of those little cotton pads, I'm just going to use a very thick paper towel, and I'm just going to press the toner into my skin. like I said, there's not a lot of stuff on here. In case you guys are wondering, there's not a lot of dirt and oil that you can see. What else does it say for the next? The Collagen Moisturizer Step 3. Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen. Because I bought this and everything, I feel obligated to use it. Even though it has parabens in it and everything, it's all about what I'm experiencing and whether or not like the performance is going to be good. So that I'm going to skip the collagen moisturizer at this moment. There is SPF 15 in it, if I failed to mention that. This has 2 fluid ounces, this has 1 ounce, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this super collagen mask. So it's supposed to give you more youthful looking skin, and you leave it on for up to 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, that's what it's saying to do. Because after I do this, then I'll put some light moisturizer on. So let's see what this is all about. So my face, after using the toner, it feels hydrated. So slight tackiness to it. Funny thing is that this is the only product with a seal on it so far. Okay, that's just random and weird. Okay, oh god. I wish that there was like a pull tab. Okay, this is like not looking cute. What is this? What the fuck? It's really soupy, watery looking. I'm afraid to like tip it over, but that's to give you an idea what it looks like, if you guys can see it. It's really soupy and watery. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a brush, okay? Because this is gonna be messy. I'm not gonna complain, my skin looks like it's pretty, it feels kind of dry and whatnot. I will say that. So I have a dish right here, and I have a brush. So I'm just gonna pour some of this stuff into here because it's like you're literally gonna see how watery it is. It's a little much going on. So it's kind of like a weird kind of greenish gray tint. I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna wet my brush. I don't know how this is supposed to. So it says use 2 to 3 times a week. It's supposed to help smooth fine lines and wrinkles. So this is supposed to improve elasticity and all of that lovely jazz. Okay, so I'm using a paintbrush, and now I feel like now it doesn't seem like, I think it's like, since it's breathing the oxygen, it feels like it's actually kind of getting thicker a little slightly, but it's still kind of watery. So let's see what's going on. Hopefully my skin doesn't break out. Oh my god, I'm gonna be like so annoyed. But if my skin does break out, we all know, as you all should know, that we're irritating the face on purpose to get it to a place where we want it to be. But I will say, I haven't used anything with like parabens in a really long time. So this is definitely not cute. For something that's kind of watery, it feels kind of thick. And the scent reminds me of like, kind of like a generic soap. Not the best mask I can tell so far. So let's put a timer on. I'm gonna just do it for 15 minutes. So the timer started and whatnot, and I will be right back, you guys. Okay, so I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left basically on this. Oh my god. The texture is really creepy. Because there is parabens in it, okay? It feels like I'm touching plastic. It just feels really weird. It feels like plastic was right here for some reason. But everywhere else it feels fine. The texture is just really odd. I just find it to be a little weird. So yeah, we're gonna wipe this all off. We're gonna stop that timer as I feel like it's been on my face long enough. I had it on for 15 minutes and I just stopped it at 2. But if you include the time that I was applying it on my skin, that's how long it's been sitting on, so obviously more than 15 minutes. Now that I have that off of my face, okay. Broad spectrum SPF. Oh my god, I will be so upset if this toner, well, I don't know, I keep on saying toner. The facial spray has no parabens in it. Makes me so sad because it's like one of the only things that does not have parabens in it. I would assume the rest of the line has parabens in it, so okay. How should I do this? Let's put the glycolic eye cream on first. Don't ask me how many ounces this has. I have no idea because it's in this really small thing. I would assume maybe, if anything, only has maybe about 0.15 fluid ounces. Wow, this is really thick. It did say that this was, what is it, good for combination in dry skin. Hopefully this doesn't make my eye break out. What is this, a complex? Yeah. This is a complex. Just to reiterate, a complex is a combination of a serum / moisturizer or lotion, whatever in the world that they're using. So let's close that up. Let's put on the sunscreen, and this comes in a 1 fluid ounce, so 29 milliliters. I'm only gonna use that much as I'm not gonna this feels okay. Oh, that's so funny. The freaking sunscreen moisturizer has no parabens in it, but everything else does. I do not understand that whatsoever. So, yeah, I'm gonna use a little more because since it doesn't have parabens, I'm gonna put a little more on because I might go run out to the grocery store. The last finishing touch is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So let's give it a whirl. I love rose water. Now I look very hydrated. What do you guys think? How do you guys think what does my skin look like to you guys? Leave a comment down below. Do you think it looks hydrated? What's going on? Because it's pretty obvious in terms of performance of products what do you guys think, because what I'm going to be giving is my conclusion and my theory on the products. So we're gonna start off with this, the glycolic facial cleanser. It smelled like very generic soap. That's what it smelled like. I am very disappointed that in myself that I was not reading carefully that there is parabens in it. Okay, I want to, like, the fact that it has parabens, okay, like, I'm gonna give it a 4. Like, I'm not even joking. I don't like that. You know what? I'm giving it a 4 because it did what it's supposed to do and all. I don't absolutely hate it. It's just that, unfortunately, I'm not giving it a 4 because of the fact that there's parabens in it. I'm giving it a 4 because of, like, the way of the performance of it. It didn't really wow me in any sort of fashion or way. Okay? So when it comes down to this toner, I am very confused. Why would they put parabens in a toner? Like, why do you need to put parabens in this glycolic acid toner? I will say that this toner, I'll give it a 4.5. Okay, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm mainly giving it the rating that I'm giving it because there is parabens in it, and that is not what I want my body to absorb and everything. That is not what I was anticipating in terms of the skincare. So yeah, I mean, I will say, like, I'm giving this a 4.5 because I was not upset with it, okay? Whereas with this one, it didn't wow me, so if you notice, I did give it a slightly higher rating. So yeah, now this mask, this was just really weird. It was really odd. It was really all over the place and everything. I am going to give it a 3. I did not like it at all. I felt like my skin was, after it dried, okay, it felt tight on my face. It felt like it was shrinking the pores and minimizing it and everything. But after I wiped it off with a warm towel, it didn't feel like it was improving my skin, because I feel like it's more of like a detoxifying mask, because when I was reading the ingredients on it, aside from the parabens that there is, so aside from water, kaolin powder is the other ingredient. It is literally basically the second ingredient, so there's a lot of kaolin powder, but they used a lot of water, so they really, like, diluted this. This could have been a much better mask if they probably did not use so much water in it, okay? But the fact that I don't know what it was, like, my skin just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right when I was using it, okay? Now, you know what, like, let's just be sure. What is inside of the eye serum? Yeah, there's parabens in the eye serum, in the eye cream. That is really unfortunate. But I will say that it was very hydrating, because if you look around the oculus, which is the muscles around the eye, you'll notice that it's kind of like a highlight focal point for my face, because it's really shiny. So I am not going to dumb that down. I will give this because, like, this is for combination and dry skin types, but I always believe in hydrating regardless if you're oily, because it makes no sense not to. So I will give this a 5. I'll give this a 5. It did what it's supposed to do. And it's really hydrating the area. Hopefully I just don't get a reaction like I did, because the last complex I used was by Kiehl's when I was using the men's line. That made me break out literally like these little dots underneath my eye. They weren't styes or anything like that you guys saw on camera. It was not cute. It was really unattractive. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 5. Now, major upside, that the collagen moisturizer broad spectrum SPF sunscreen, this had no parabens and everything. That was awesome. I loved hearing that. I'm not upset with the way how my skin looks after applying the second to last finishing touch. It looked hydrated. It looked very, very hydrated. I love the fact that it didn't leave a cast too, and I really love that. And I feel like this was more beneficial, aside from the eye serum, the eye cream. I felt like this was more beneficial than most of the products that I've used so far. So I will be giving this definitely a 6. I do like that. And then lastly, the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I'm going to give this a 6 as well. It just gave my skin a very hydrated look. It looks really dewy after, like, you already saw how my skin was before I sprayed this on. It had like a nice moisturized, hydrated look. Now it just looks really dewy. My skin looks like it's nourished, and I look like I'm glowing, and I love that. So as a full spectrum, of a system, like, I would rate this overall a 5 in terms of performance. Okay, I will give it a 5, which is being gracious in my opinion. I don't know, I would assume that the products would have felt different if the parabens weren't in it, because we all know what the parabens lead to, especially with continuous use. It leads to cancer, other growths on our body, like cysts or other stuff like that. It's because, like, it's just being deposited and stored in certain areas. That's what's not good about parabens, for sure. And plus, it's an absorbable plastic. It's not cute and attractive. But yes, would I recommend this to someone? No. Okay, even though I gave it a very average rating, I would not recommend it, because I'm talking about the whole system. It's because that there is parabens in it. And once again, it's my fault that I was not paying attention to what I was purchasing and all. So yeah, I feel like some influencers should really be disclosing what in the world is going on with the products and all, even though that they weren't recommending it. It was what the one influencer that I do pay attention to used and showed on her video. So out of all of the products, I would mainly only recommend these two. This toner is really good. I failed to mention that I have used it quite a few times. This, how many ounces? It's only 1 fluid ounce. Like you can see, it's almost like an eighth used, like 1/8 used. I really do like it. But yeah, that is the end of this video, you guys. If there are any products that you want me to test out or anything like that, just let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about how my skin transformed on camera while using all of this stuff, and have you used this before and all. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you liked the content. With that being said, thank you so much once again.